Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at how to set up your phone number system in GoHighLevel. So this is a pretty easy task to do. The most difficult part is getting this tricky A2P verified, but I will make a video on that too, where now, even on this account, it actually is approved because you can see this is verified. I can send SMS, I can get phone calls. You'll see I have a California number, a New York number, and then an Irish number for local clients, but we only work in the US, so this is just a random phone number to have. And I just like the fact that I had some lucky numbers at the end, so I got it. But the main purpose of the A2P is so you can send SMS. This is verified, we don't need that, but we're going to go in and change all of the other configuration that you can do. And this is something I see a lot of people not doing in their business, and it can really help with you actually booking more calls or just speaking to your clients overall. So we're going to jump into this phone number. We're going to go through how to set up your text back. So if you miss a call, you send a text back automatically. But we're going to go through all the settings. I'll explain them all, and hopefully it makes configuring your phone number a lot easier. Now, your friendly name, that's the phone number name that you want to have saved. So if you have internal staff that need a number, or maybe you have a sales team, or you have a brokerage team in your brokerage, you can have all of that as the name inside. The calls go to, so select the team member, so the account that it's going to go to. I'm already assigned to this account. I'm going to choose Rhoda, who is our appointment setter, to get the calls from this phone number. Where exactly do we want those phone calls to call? We can say the web app, the mobile app, VoIP, phone number. We can select all of them. If I wanted to, I could just say the phone number and not worry about the web app or the mobile app. We're going to select them, come down, call recording. Super important. I think it is on by default now. It used to not be, but this allows you to essentially record all your calls, listen back to the people doing calls in your business, listen back to your setters, and it's really important for training. So I highly recommend turning it on. It can be a bit annoying for some clients that you're calling, especially if you're not B2B, or especially if you're not in a business that's super formal and you're just calling leads directly. Sometimes they might be thrown off. But if your business is kind of at a high standard, or if you're trying to come across as really official, I think it's better to just leave it on. And most leads that are interested are not going to have an issue with it saying this call is being recorded. So the default one mentions something like this call is being recorded. If you want to change that, you can click this button and you can change the default message. So you can say this is a call from company name, and it will be recorded for quality purposes, or whatever you want the message to be. You can edit that in here. Call forwarding, this is pretty much what happens when a call comes in. So if a call comes in and you're not ready, or if you can't take the call, what happens afterwards? So the next would be it goes directly to the team member. So it goes directly to Rhodas, because that's the first point of contact that we set. If she does not pick up the phone, where does that call go? We can then send it to an external phone number, so maybe a mobile. I know on our accounts, on our main number, they all go to my mobile number, my cell phone. So they go directly to that. If I don't pick up on the second time, or if it doesn't get picked up on the second priority, you can then choose, maybe you want it to go to voice AI. If you want to use the AI to actually take your calls and speak to it, it means your agent, as it says, can take the calls 24/7. It can speak to people. And I think there's no harm in having it as a super backup, or a last backup for your phone calls. I also then have my cell phone, my Irish number for the business. So it goes directly straight through to my own cell phone again. So it would do the same thing as the second priority. So I think for this, I would change it to something else, or use a different phone number for your sales team, for example. And then the last one is you can actually ring multiple people. So if you have a sales team of 4 people, you can assign them all to that lead. So you can assign all your accounts that are in your dashboard to that phone call coming in. And then all of the phones are going to ring at the same time, which means as long as somebody is available and somebody can take the call, it's going to go directly to them. Now, the incoming call timeout, how long you want to wait, the default is 0. So it's going to just keep calling. But if you want to time out the calls early, obviously you can turn it on. You can make it so they time out pretty fast. Outgoing calls. So if you have a sales team, or if you're managing a large team that's doing calls, and you have the stats down that people don't answer after 60 seconds, for example, and you don't want to keep dialing, you can set a hard limit where it's going to just time out and cut your sales team off if they're on the outgoing call for longer than 60 seconds. But I recommend leaving those blank. I think just leave it for the time frame and just judge it yourself. Hang up when you feel like the person's not picking up. Backup, so the ultimate backup that you can have, you can turn on voice AI. We don't have it turned on in this account, that's why it's not a option. Or you can use voicemail. So standard ancient practice, it's going to go directly to voicemail. It will then come into the dashboard as a voicemail. You can listen back and then you can call that person again. So that's all of the settings on the forwarding. The advanced settings, call connect, you need to have call connect turned on. And this is something that people have turned off. But in my agency, we do something called hot transfers. And you need to have call connect turned on to transfer leads directly to somebody. So if I'm on a call speaking to a lead and I want to pass that lead on to you, I need to have call connect turned on the number that you're using, so then I can connect the call directly to you. So it means you can transfer the call in real time. You can pick up the call and take that lead and go through a sales process or go through a sales call. So I recommend leaving it on even if you don't use it, just in case you do have a chance to transfer a lead to somebody or transfer a call to somebody. That's how you can do it. And a lot of people don't realize that that's how you turn that on for call transferring or call connecting. Whisper message. So you can whisper to the person that it's connecting to. So, hey, you're getting a call from, and you can even use the custom fields to say, this is an incoming call from lead name. So this is an incoming call from John from the Vantage dashboard. This is an incoming call from something, or you're getting a hot transfer from X. You can put that in. So before you take that connect call, it will whisper the message and then you can accept the call. I think you need to press 1 to accept it. Once you press 1, you then take the call and you already have some context of what that phone call is about. Your own number. So if you want to add your own number ID, you can add it to the dashboard and put it in. So you'll be able to use your own caller ID on the dashboard itself, and you'll see here, display your existing phone number non-CRM to contacts when making outbound calls, also known as verified caller ID. You can apply for that in the settings. You can go through verified caller ID, and it means your caller ID is going to show up when you're making phone calls from the sales numbers. So if you have a company, John's Tiny Homes or Marie's Brokerage, it's going to show up as that on the call, and that's really going to improve your pickup rates. Because if you don't have a verified phone number, you just show up as a random number, it could be spam, your pickup rates are going to be really low. And if you're running an official business, you should be applying for something like that, because it is going to change your pickup rate overall. Phone number I see when receiving a call. This is good if you are looking to keep track of your leads, or if you're working with a marketing agency. If you set it to the CRM's phone number, you know that that lead is coming from your CRM or it's coming from your agency, so it's coming from HighLevel. If you're not, you can just use the contact's phone number. So when it's passed through directly to your phone, instead of you seeing the CRM's number, you're going to see the lead's phone number. So you're going to have the contact information for the lead themselves. And that's pretty much it. You can change some of these when changing the settings. So changing the settings overall. We don't really touch these. I don't really change any of these. All we'd have to do now is hit save. And then finally, we're going to quickly take a look at how to set up your text back. So a lot of people can't find this. It moves around a lot, but it's actually in the phone system. So when you go to settings in the bottom left of HighLevel, you're going to have your phone numbers in here, phone system. You're going to go to voice, and then voicemail and missed call text back. Once you're in there, you'll see you have the incoming call timeout. We'll click the next option, missed call text back, enable it. It's on by default, so a lot of the time you'll see this being sent back by default. You can now also turn on WhatsApp, which is really cool. So if you connect your WhatsApp account, you can send a message back in WhatsApp also. But to change it, we're just going to hit customize. And now we can go in and we can change this to have the leads information, any information that you have. If you want to send across a custom question answer that they gave, like I'm just confirming this is the answer that you gave on our form, you can do that, and then you can call them back regarding it. But this is how you change it. You'd hit save. You can send a test to yourself and double check that it's working. But that's pretty much it. That is how you can configure all your phone numbers. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick video going through how you can do that, and it answered some questions. I've been getting a lot of requests to go through the more basic settings of HighLevel, the more basic features, and I think it can be overwhelming. So I plan to make a lot more of these. So if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe, leave a like on the video, comment down below any questions you have, and I'll see you in the next one.